Social change and modernization. Social change means the way societies evolve over time. It includes changes in culture, beliefs, economy, and technology. Every society experiences change, whether it happens slowly, like changes in traditions, or rapidly, like revolutions or the spread of new technologies. Understanding social change helps us see how human life develops and how modernization transforms our way of living. Modernization is a special kind of social change. It is the process where societies move from being traditional, rural, and agricultural to being industrial, urban, and technologically advanced. When people leave villages to work in cities, when machines replace manual farming, and when education and communication become modernized, these are all signs of modernization. Many sociologists have studied how and why societies change. Auguste Comte believed that societies move from religious thinking to scientific reasoning, seeing modernization as progress. Karl Marx focused on class conflict and industrialization as forces of change. He believed that economic struggle and new technology push societies forward. Max Weber thought modernization was about rationality and organization. He said that as societies modernize, people focus more on efficiency, logic, and planned systems. Modernization brings many visible transformations. One is industrialization. In traditional societies, people worked in agriculture, but in modern societies, industries and machines dominate. This shift changes where people live, leading to urbanization, the growth of cities. Cities become centers of education, jobs, and innovation, but also face challenges like overcrowding and inequality. Education is another core part of modernization. In traditional societies, education was limited to a few privileged groups. In modern societies, education becomes widespread and essential. Schools and universities shape critical thinking, promote equality, and prepare people for modern jobs. Education also changes mindsets, encouraging innovation and questioning old traditions. Modernization changes how people relate to one another. Traditional societies focus on family, religion, and shared customs. Everyone knows each other and follows established norms. Modern societies are more individualistic. People pursue personal success, freedom, and independence. While this gives more choice and opportunity, it can also lead to isolation, competition, and loss of community bonds. Technology is a major driver of modernization. From electricity and transportation to the internet and artificial intelligence, it changes everything: communication, work, and relationships. Technology connects people across the world, making life easier but also faster and more stressful. Social media, for instance, has given people a voice but also created issues like misinformation and digital addiction. Modernization also affects politics and economics. Traditional societies often have monarchies or religious authorities. Modern societies move toward democracy, where citizens participate in decision-making. Economically, modernization brings capitalism and free markets, creating opportunities for innovation but also widening the gap between rich and poor. Culture also evolves with modernization. Old customs, clothing, and beliefs mix with new ones. People become more open to different cultures, forming diverse and multicultural societies. However, this change can also lead to the loss of traditional heritage, languages, and arts. Balancing progress with cultural preservation becomes essential. Despite its benefits, modernization has downsides. Industrialization can cause pollution, climate change, and environmental damage. Rapid urban life can increase stress, competition, and inequality. The desire for progress sometimes makes people forget traditional wisdom, simplicity, and social harmony. Therefore, modernization should not mean abandoning old values but improving life with balance and awareness. Several theories explain modernization. The modernization theory says all societies follow a similar path to progress, moving from traditional to modern forms like Western countries. Critics say this view ignores local cultures and promotes Western superiority. The dependency theory argues that developed countries grow by exploiting resources from poorer nations, keeping them dependent. These theories show that modernization is not just about technology, it is also about power, justice, and ethics. Globalization is the new face of modernization. It connects countries through technology, trade, and culture. Ideas, goods, and people move quickly across borders. While globalization brings opportunities, it also spreads inequality and cultural dominance. For example, while some nations grow rapidly, others struggle to compete. Social change and modernization go hand in hand. Change is constant, and modernization is its modern form. It transforms every part of human life, how we think, work, learn, and communicate. Understanding modernization helps societies move forward wisely, combining technological progress with social responsibility. Modernization is not just about tall buildings or advanced gadgets. It is about changing mindsets, values, and relationships. A modern society is one that values knowledge, equality, and compassion, not just money and speed. It respects tradition but is open to improvement. To sum up, modernization is the continuous journey of making societies more efficient, educated, and connected. But true progress happens only when modernization serves people, not the other way around. Technology and growth should never replace humanity and kindness. If you enjoyed this explanation and want to learn more about sociology in simple terms, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us continue creating educational content for everyone who wants to understand how society changes and why it matters.